Hi YouTube family, we're back. We're in the kitchen. Today is messy bun and get stuff done because we are hosting Thanksgiving here at my house, but we're not doing it on actual Thanksgiving Thursday. We're gonna wait and do it on Saturday because my family has different other plans for Thursday itself with, extended family here and there. So we're gonna do it on Saturday so we can all come together. So I am getting stuff done because tomorrow, sorry if the lighting is like terrible in here. Tomorrow is the day before Thanksgiving, which is the day you should see this video if I can get my act together. But I have to be gone all day tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment. It was originally scheduled for a different day, and they called me and said, she's in surgery that day, we need to reschedule you. So naturally, it had to be the day before Thanksgiving. But it is what it is. We're gonna make the best of it. So we are having for Thanksgiving here, the menu is gonna be turkey, which I have in the refrigerator thawing out. Dressing, which I've got the last of the cornbread in the oven right now. That's almost done. Mom's already done the onions and celery for that. So we're good for the dressing. I'm going to make, right now, broccoli cheese rice casserole. That is not necessarily something that I had Thanksgiving growing up. That's something that Jason grew up with. So we have that just for him, and Bailey will eat it too. So we're gonna work on that now. Today's Tuesday, we're not eating until Saturday, but this is something that is very freezer friendly. So you can make it ahead of time and stick it in the freezer and then pull it out, thaw it, bake it when you're ready, or you can bake it, let it cool, and then freeze it. Either way. So I'm gonna do that now, today, and stick it in the freezer until like Thursday or Friday, probably Friday morning, move it to the fridge, and then Saturday morning, all I have to do is bake it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bake it raw so that freeze it raw, and then we will bake it right before we eat. So you won't get to see what it looks like completely finished, but I'm probably gonna try to video a little bit here and there. Maybe it'll be a short, maybe it'll be a small video, I don't know, and you can see what it looks like when it's completely done there. So stay tuned for that. Got a little helper with me today. He's over here chopping my onion because it bothers my eyes really badly.
It does mine too.
So he's chopping it in my little mini food processor for me. And I've got my white rice going over here. So that will be ready to go when we are ready for that. This timer. What? Okay. So you need 3 cups of cooked white rice for this. So it's just a cup of dry rice, 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil. When it's boiling, fluff it with a fork, put a lid on it, take it down to low, 15 minutes, it's done. So while that is going over there, we're gonna work on the rest of the casserole. So we're gonna get the onion done. Don't tell Jason there's onion in this casserole. Don't tell him.
Wait, what? Why?
And then you need a 12-ounce bag of frozen broccoli florets, or 12-ounce, 16-ounce. This one is 16-ounce. This one, you probably saw me get it on the Sam's, on the grocery haul video this last time. I got a big bag of 4 of these, and it was way cheaper price. So this is the first time I've ever used this, so we're gonna see what it's like. You don't need to thaw it out. You put it in there frozen, it's fine. And then you need a half a block of Velveeta, or I use the store brand, whichever. Hang on, Colson. So, but if you don't want to buy the big one, you can just buy the little ones. It calls for a little one, but it's more cost effective to buy one of these. If I had an extra can of soup, I would just use the whole thing and double the recipe and make 2 casseroles, but I only have 1. The recipe calls for cream of chicken soup, but I switched it to cream of broccoli soup a long time ago. And now, for whatever reason, I cannot find cream of broccoli anymore, anywhere. It was Campbell's brand. I don't know if they've quit making it or what. So now I've had to switch to using this, the broccoli cheese soup. But I only have 1 can of this, so we can only do 1 recipe. So that, the Velveeta, a little bit of onion, butter, milk, and the broccoli and the rice, and that's it. So let me get my skillet out, let him finish chopping these onions, and I'll take you over here to the stove and I'll show you how to throw it together.
Yeah,
it's so easy. This is 2 tablespoons of butter that I melted in the skillet. We're only gonna use this much onion. It says a cup, but I don't use a whole cup. Jason's not a fan of onions, so.
Mom, your hand is right in the shot.
It's okay. I dice it really fine, and then it cooks. So
That's turning brown really fast.
yeah,
Probably because of the butter.
you're just gonna cook it.
I gotta back up a little bit.
Make my eyes water.
There.
Onion is hot. So you're just gonna cook it until it's tender, just a minute or so, and then you're gonna add to it your can of soup, 2/3 of a cup of milk, and half of that block of Velveeta that Colson has cut up for me.
I cut that up. It was kind of simple.
All right, so let's pour the milk in.
It looks like my oatmeal when I put too much milk in it.
And then we're gonna put the Velveeta in, like this. And then you're just gonna stir this. Don't let it burn or stick on the bottom until the Velveeta is all melted. This takes a minute.
Some of the broccoli cheese soup is trying to escape over the edges.
It's okay. And then once this is all melted, smooth, then you're gonna put it in a bowl with the rice that you've got cooked and the frozen broccoli. Fun fact, Jason's grandmother used to make a broccoli cheese rice casserole when they were growing up. And that was Jason's favorite thing that she made. And then over the years, whatever cheese it was that she used, they quit making it. And so her broccoli rice casserole was just never really the same after that. And you know how it goes. Once that one ingredient is not made anymore, it's just, you can't really make that recipe the same way anymore. And then I stumbled across this recipe and started making it. And both Jason and his brother and his daddy all said, this tastes like Mama's broccoli casserole. And that's what they would have at Thanksgiving. And so this to him is part of Thanksgiving. So even though my family never had broccoli rice, when none of us really cared for broccoli, I make this every year for him. And ever since Bailey was a little bitty girl, she called it baby tree casserole. And we would get her to eat it, and she loved it. So at least I know Bailey will at least eat broccoli rice casserole this weekend.
I prefer cranberry sauce.
I know. You'll eat cranberry sauce, she'll eat broccoli rice, and that's about all y'all will eat, isn't it?
Not all will eat. I'll also eat pumpkin pie and some rolls. What Dad's excited for is the dressing.
Yep, he's excited for dressing. I think all of it, really. Alright, so we're gonna, this is almost done. So I've got, what, 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the rice. And so we're gonna get, once this timer goes off, I'm just gonna move this off the burner so I don't burn it. And we're gonna put the rice in a bowl and the broccoli in there.
The cheese isn't really melting.
It is, it's getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
I just keep kind of smashing it a little bit with my spatula.
That's
but you gotta
smart.
keep it going because can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it scratching the bottom of the pan.
Not scratching, it's just,
Or
you don't want it to
scraping.
scorch. I have walked away, gotten the rice, put it in the bowl, come back to it, and it was burnt on the bottom. So you don't want to walk away from this.
At all.
Nope. Not if you can help it. If you do, you need to move it off the heat.
It's
But
starting
luckily,
to
it doesn't
bubble.
take very long.
It's starting to bubble.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn it down a little bit. 35 seconds. Let me get this bowl.
Ow! You just bumped me.
I'm sorry. Okay. 10 seconds on the rice. So what we're going to do is turn this burner off.
5,
Move it off the
4,
heat.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, now we're going to take the rice.
That looks weird-ish.
I'm going to use the same spatula because what does it matter?
It doesn't.
It's all going to mix together. And put the rice in the bowl.
Look at
Okay, And our broccoli.
Why do I smell onions?
Gonna dump your frozen broccoli right on in there. No need to thaw it out.
That broccoli is steaming.
No, it's the rice. I am impressed though with this broccoli from Sam's. It's actually florets. The ones I was getting from Kroger.
Dropped it on them.
Yeah, the ones I was ended up getting from Kroger was all like mostly stem. These are all florets. So I have to say, this is the first time I've used this. I'm pretty impressed with that. So then,
what's floret?
the little flower part of the broccoli.
Okay, I've never heard it called.
This
that.
has
Cool.
slight lumps of the Velveeta in it, but they will melt in the oven. So we're just gonna stir this one more time.
Look at that.
You don't even eat it.
I know, but it does look kind of good.
It's all cheese. Now that you've seen what goes into it, are you on to maybe try it?
Possibly. Broccoli is probably my least favorite vegetable next to green beans, but I might try it. Maybe.
You're just gonna very carefully fold it all together. You're gonna spray your pan and put it in there. And then at that point, I'm gonna cover it, and once it cools, I will put it in the freezer for later. Or you could just put it in the oven and bake it. I think it says 350. Okay, let me get my pan. This year we're doing all aluminum pans because I'm not washing dishes.
That is kind of smart, Mom.
Why wash dishes when you can spend time with family, right?
And why wash dishes when you could be spending that time eating?
If you say so.
Now it's really chunky because of the broccoli and the rice. I guess that's why it's called broccoli rice casserole.
That would be why. Now I have a sink of dishes. Just gonna kind of move it around.
So much for not washing dishes.
Well, I mean the day of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
That's it?
That is it. So now I'm gonna get some foil, cover it. At this point, you can either cover it and freeze it, or you can put it in the oven on 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Here is the recipe. I will take a picture of it for you. And that is it. So stay tuned to see what it looks like on another video, because this is going into the freezer. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Anything to cut corners, to do something ahead of time, I'm all for it. So hopefully that's helpful for you, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.